All right. So some people use meditation as an escape, and some people use meditation as just maybe a healing tool. And every method is probably valid, and every path is very likely valid. But I feel that a lot of folks are kind of missing the point. Like, I participated in some Zen Buddhist meditations, and their whole deal is letting go of everything and getting to the place of you're not special and nothing is special and nothing matters. This whole like Zen neutrality kind of place, which is cool. That's super valuable. Then you're not attached to highs or lows, Everything's pretty neutral all the time. And in that place, everything's pretty neutral all the time. In my opinion, it's kind of dull. When life is so magical and when my feeling is that the presence of God is so magical. And I feel like it is exciting to be with the magic and to acknowledge that everything isn't special, and it totally is incredible. Everything had to go through a miraculous process to exist. Me being able to speak right here, right now, is a miracle. My brain working, there are miraculous processes happening in my body for it to function. The fact that I was a single cell and now I'm a human of like trillions of cells, that makes absolutely no sense. And everything is like that. Every atom, every molecule went through a miraculous process to exist. So there are miracles everywhere. Everything is a miracle. That's pretty miraculous. And it's nothing special because everything's a miracle. I kind of dance back and forth with that. Like, it's pretty fucking special, dude. And, I don't want to get too attached to it. I think the main thing is not being attached to how special it is, You're acknowledging that it's special, but you're also detached from needing to bask in its specialness, It's sort of like another passing thought. It's special. It is. Yeah, that's awesome. And I'm here right now. This is pretty special. Just being, It's so much more about non-attachment than it is about letting go of the excitement of it all. I don't really think that's necessary. Just feel it. Feel everything. But meditation's not about escape either. You're not trying to deny the world that is. We're not trying to let go of all of our thoughts and all of our feelings and everything that we're going through so that we can escape them. We kind of want to breathe them in and integrate them and be all of the stuff, because we are everything in the universe. We're all of our good things, we're all of our bad things, we're all the highs, all the lows. Everything that's happening in every aspect is us. And so being that presence, I feel, is one of the main things. My desire in meditation is to experience myself as the blanket. I want to be the unifying field in the universe, the presence that is everywhere, the living light, the light that is in everything. I want to experience myself as that light. I don't want to escape from the negative aspects of the light. I don't want to deny the awesomeness or the terribleness of the light. I want to be the entirety of the light. And I feel like that's what meditation's really all about. It's about experiencing yourself as the fullness that you are, and doing that every single day so that you can begin to come from that fullness in everything that you do. I mean, what else would we do with our time and with our lives? What could be a more better use of meditation than to integrate the fact that you're everything, dude. You're everything in the universe. Right now, in this moment, the entirety of the universe is individualized in the single particle that makes up the atom. There are particles that make up everything, and even tinier particles that make up those. And the entirety of the universe is contained in the infinitesimally small. And the entirety of the universe is contained in my body, in the fullness of my body, and in the tiny parts that make up my body. And so I literally am the fullness. Each one of us is. Every single human, How amazing is that? What could be more important than that? And so since that's true right now, I really, really want to get to the place where I'm experiencing myself as that fullness. And meditation is a place where we completely let go of all the ways in which we're picking apart the ways in which we're not the fullness, and releasing all that stuff so that we can be the fullness. I am the light of God. I am the living light. I am the presence of God everywhere. the Buddha didn't get up from under the tree until he realized that, you know? That was like his final deal. He's like, I've done everything to my body I could possibly do. I've denied everything to its extreme. I've soaked everything up to its extreme. What is left? I'm just going to sit here until I get it. And he got it, you know, and he became the Buddha. And I believe that Jesus' process was somewhat similar. It was like, practice, practice, practice. I will not stop until I experience myself as the fullness of God, you know? And I feel like that's their invitation to us in our lives is, do that, dude. If you want to be as I am, do as I've done. And what I did was, I didn't get up until I figured it out, you know? I sat there until it clicked for me. And that's what I want in my life, and that's what I use meditation for, is to integrate that a little bit more every day. It seems to me that every time I sit in meditation, I'm putting like another brick in the wall of my unified understanding of myself, of my understanding of myself as a unified being, you know, unified with everything in existence. And it seems that the consistent practice of that builds it up faster, or at least, yeah, maybe faster. I don't know. It just builds it up. And so I'm going to do that every single day, and I'm going to do my best to not miss a day so that I can continue to build it up with consistency. Because to me, it's so much more about the consistency of the sitting and breathing and affirming what is true, the fact that I am the living light, I am the presence of God, I am here, I am there, I am the only presence everywhere. God is everywhere. God is in me. God is in everything. Therefore, God's in me. God's in my mind. God's in every aspect of my life. God is in every particle that makes up my body. God is in every particle that makes up the universe. I am every particle that makes up the universe. God's heart is my heart. God's mind is my mind. This is like where I'm at in meditation, is like breathing into the fact that this is the reality, this is what's true, and I'm just basking in that. I'm not trying to deny everything else. I'm not trying to like let go of thoughts too much. I'm not trying to let go of sensations. I'm just like really basking in and focusing on the presence that I am. And I feel like for me, that is so much more helpful than trying to deny all my thoughts and trying to fight with all the thoughts that are coming through and like all the sensations and stuff. I just choose something to focus on, and it's the fact that I'm God right now. Like, God has individualized itself as me. I am the presence. And so I just like be with that as much as possible. And it feels good, you know? And every day feels better. As long as I do that every day, my day is awesome. When I don't do it, I kind of feel crappier. When I don't do it for an extended period of time, forget about it, dude. That's why I disappeared from the YouTube for a while. That's why I disappeared from the rest of my life for a while, and like fall back into old patterns and like smoke weed every day and like smoke cigs. Every time I take a drag of a cig, it's like an affirmation, and I don't like myself. I don't like myself. I don't like myself. It's so messed up, dude. And when I start to meditate every day, I don't want to do that anymore. I love myself. Like, I love everyone around me. I love the moment. I love the presence within me. I love that there is love, you know? I'm just like basking in the radness that is. And it just makes life so much sweeter. Sitting in meditation for a little bit of time every day makes life so much sweeter. The days are longer. Like, I have more time to do things. I'm waking up earlier. I'm going to bed easier. I'm eating better. My entire life is improved as long as I just sit and breathe for a few minutes every day. Turning off all my madness and just basking in the fact that I'm the unified presence a little bit of time every day is my answer. It's what makes everything rad. So I invite you to do the same. Maybe you'll have a similar experience. Leave me a question or a comment if you want, and I'll do my best to answer, because there's a lot of tools and stuff, a lot of ways to make meditation really easy, and I'll make a video about that shortly. Bless you on your journey. Thank you.